Hi, teachers. I know there's been a few questions and concerns, wonderings about when you're going to receive new Common Core aligned ELA, ELD material. When are those resources going to get to your classrooms? So I hope this video is a short but thorough update for you about where we are in Alhambra regarding that process. So in December, applications were sent out informing all teachers, and I hope you received the information that a new committee was being formed, because we know that we want the instruction in classrooms to move away from students hardly reading anything to students really accessing a lot of material. And your units of study teachers, district leadership, instructional specialists, administrators have really thought about the model of instruction in Alhambra, and we are returning to a balanced literacy model. So through September, October, and November of this year, the units of study committees continued to meet, drafted a mission statement, a vision for what these resources can look like, started really talking with administrators, site instructional specialists, thinking about what do teachers really want in their hands, what are we really going to get a lot of value out of. So it was decided that we would develop a Curricular Materials Advisory Committee. I'll use CMAC instead of that long language. Invite everyone, and only those teachers who really invest heavily in reviewing material, looking at rubrics, looking at the framework again, examining the balanced literacy model. Just those teachers are actually going to be able to pilot material, and those teachers will be making a recommendation to board about the material, and we hope to do that in March of 2018. So all the applications went out, and then the application deadline was early January so that the committee could begin meeting in January. And there are two CMAC committees. One is for grades TK through 5th grade, and the other is for grades 6, 7, and 8. And we are currently using Google Classroom to house our agendas, our notes, our rubrics, our findings, and to collaborate with one another about this process. All of the teachers are really committed, invested teachers, and they're really working hard after school on their own time to choose a resource that they really fit is going to benefit all of the teachers and our students in Alhambra. You can see that there's around 39 teachers on the TK to 5th grade committee and about 20 on the 6th through 8th grade committee. So both groups are following a parallel process. Our first meeting in January, we looked at SBAC results from a couple of years. We looked at our LCAP goals. We've talked about how we really wanted to work together, what our community agreements would be, and then we looked at the timeline, and I'll share that with you. Since we are beginning to meet in 2017, January specifically, we are going to review material over the months of February, March, April, May, and June. We're going to hopefully determine what resources we choose to pilot in August so that that work can begin in September through October, November, possibly even into January. And then in February, really deliberate from our rubrics, our findings with students in classrooms with piloting, to make a formal recommendation to the board in March of 2018. After that meeting in January, we then dove right into the work in February. And so in February, both committees met again, worked in grade level teams, and reviewed McGraw-Hill material. We're using two rubrics to review this material. One is our balanced literacy rubric. It has each of the components of balanced literacy with some reminders about what we're looking for, and each teacher is taking notes about how that material reflects that component of balanced literacy. We're also using an ELD rubric to make sure that we're really looking for material that offers supports to teachers and students in integrated ELD and designated ELD. So the findings from the TK to 5th grade committee about Wonders, the McGraw-Hill publication, are here. You can see areas of strength, areas that we had concerns about, and we're really trying to see what the model of that particular resource is. So teachers felt that the Wonders publication was very similar to the current material teachers have from the past adoption. It's kind of a pseudo-balanced literacy with surface level expectations, and teachers felt they'd really have to supplement it. When the 6th through 8th grade committee reviewed the McGraw-Hill material, that publication is titled Study Sync. And here are the notes from their findings. They felt Study Sync had some strengths, quite a few concerns, and that the model from that resource was really teacher-centered, a one-size-fits-all approach with really no interactive read aloud, but a lot of shared reading. So that was the work we did in February. In March, the committees met again, and this time both committees reviewed Houghton Mifflin. 6th through 8th grade reviewed collections, and their findings are here. A bit more strengths in the collections material you can see. Again, some areas for concern in that material as well. So what the teachers felt that model was based on was a whole class shared reading model. When TK to 5th grade reviewed the Houghton Mifflin publication in March, that material is called Journeys, and their findings are here on this document. Strengths, areas of concern, and the model teachers felt was a traditional topic or theme-based model with a lot of teacher-driven direct instruction, primarily a one-size-fits-all publication. So the committees will continue to meet to review other published material when we return from spring break, April 10th and 11th. They'll meet again in May on the 3rd and 8th. And then they are giving up some of their summertime to meet from May 30th through June 2nd to receive balanced literacy training and also to review material that is off of the state approved list, because we may look at material that addresses each component of balanced literacy along with the overall full programs. So thank you for listening to this information. I hope it caught you up a bit and informed you about the great work that your colleagues are doing. Please feel free to ask your site colleague how it's going and what their perception is of the work that we're doing together. And if you have any other questions that were not addressed by this, feel free to email myself or Ann Wilson or Krista Van Orden, and we would be happy to hopefully help you understand what the committee is working on. And I'm very thankful to all of the 60 plus teachers who are working so hard and investing so much of their time in this really important process and decision that we're making together. Thanks. Have a great rest of your day.